A man was raising a child for 6 years,
I saw this.
only to find out that it's not his.
I saw this.
And the family invited the child and the mother over for dinner, and my man was livid. Nah, y'all get out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all cannot come in here. And the family was not on his side. They was trying to get him to calm down and let the family come in and do all of that. And I'm going to keep it 1,000.
Come on with it.
That just made me really kind of understand, man, that sometimes a man's feelings don't mean a goddamn thing.
Don't matter.
My man did nothing wrong. He raised this child for 6 years. Found out it wasn't his. Yo, he is allowed, he is entitled to feel the way he feels. Now, it's unfortunate that a child is involved, but again, that's not his fault. That's not that child's fault. That is the mother's fault. That man, I don't like the corner that they backed him into, because now he has to. First of all, his pride and his ego has been bruised,
Like a motherfucker.
and that's so important to men. So now what you did is put all this man's emotions at war with themselves: his pride, his emotion, and just him being the stand-up guy.
Yep.
Because at the same time, he cared for this child. He loved this child. He's mad at you,
And he should be.
as he should be. But now his pride as a man, what do? I lose either way.
Yep.
Because they battling. If I stick around knowing what I know, I'm a sucker. I come off like a clown. But if I dip and I stand on business like a man should, now I'm a deadbeat, or I'm wrong for doing this to this child.
And that's what
so what is my man to do?
Yeah.
And then you got the family disregarding his feelings, his anger, his pain. That's why men don't talk, cuzzo. That's exactly why men don't talk. I can only imagine finding out my family not riding with me after I was deceived. Lord knows how much time and money was spent on this child. Again, it's not the child's fault, but Lord knows how much time and investment this man has put into this child's life.
And let me just add this into it. And members of the family knew.
Come
That
on.
was what was really fucked
Come
up.
on, dog.
That's the part that got me. Like, he was like, y'all didn't tell me. He was like, y'all knew.
What we doing?
And y'all didn't tell me. And then they were like, well, it wasn't a good time. It wasn't a good time in 6 years.
I'm walking around town
Yeah.
with this kid that's not mine.
Yes.
How I know the nigga don't see me walking around with his child, taking care of his child, and he out here just
Living.
free,
Yeah.
living.
Just living. Looking at it. Yeah.
No. See, that's the shit the men can't talk about.
Don't got that platform.
Cause
you do here.
hey, they wrong for that.
They dead wrong.
They wrong for that.
They dead wrong.
They is wrong for that, dog.
wrong.
And then to still be inviting them into the crib.
And what else they did that was fucked up, and y'all gotta stop doing this. If you've ever done it, I'm here to tell you, you gotta stop doing this. At that time, that is not the time for you to bring up whose house it is, what you done did for that man, and because that has no bearing and nothing to do with that situation. Because the first thing they brought up was, this my house. I'm inviting them to my house. But that's your man. Like, you didn't go through what I went through. You didn't have to look at this child and probably cry your eyes out knowing that this ain't your child after 6 years. You didn't have to deal with the emotion, the mental toll that it just took on you, knowing that you were taking care of somebody else's child and somebody was lying to you day in, day out for 6 fucking years. You was lying to me or more. You was just lying to me. You was just looking in my face and lying to me. And you mean to tell me I'm supposed to be calm and mature and the babies ain't got nothing to do with it and the whole nine? Like, come on, that's not fair. That's not fair and that's not reasonable.
That's why blood tests should be mandatory.
Yes.
Whether you married, single, whatever, that shit should be mandatory.
Yes.
Because then you get guys like that who get caught up. They be paying child support for a child that ain't theirs. And they can't even get out of that because the system is in no shape, form, or fashion designed for a man, let alone a black man. And so that's
or
why,
in medical situations, which we protect the innocent, let's say this child has a autoimmune disease or a disease that is hereditary. She is then looking to her father, hey, Pop, I need a kidney. Give me a kidney. I can't. We're not a match.
Can't do it.
We're not a match. What you mean we're not a match? Oh, I'm not your biological father? What you mean? I would have gave you my heart if it's beating out my chest for my baby.
For my baby.
Hey, I damn sure would have gave you a kidney. What you mean we don't match? And then that's how you find out? Because I know that story. I know that situation to where people have found out through just the most horrific situations. And look, life is tough. Life is hard. Situations happen. But honesty, man. Honesty. Like keeping it real with a person, no matter how hard it is to keep it real with a person, because the consequences and the unintended consequences of what you are doing are devastating.
Yeah.
Like they're devastating.
Word.
You gotta stop doing that.
Hey, so let me ask you. So what you do in that situation, dog? Do you stay around, man, or do you just go it on? Cause that's a hell of a dilemma, dog. That's not a couple of weeks. That's not like she was pregnant through the whole. I found out, the day she had the baby. This is 6 years, dog. You done seen this child develop. This child is hugging you and kissing you and telling you they love you, calling you daddy.
Let's keep it real.
They looking for you. They leaning on you. They depending on you.
We gonna keep it real. The child always has me. The child will always have me. You other motherfuckers will not. Don't talk. Don't speak. If it ain't about her, the fuck out my face. And I mean that from my soul.
I'm not mad
Don't
at that.
say shit to nothing. How's your day? Fuck you.
Yeah. Hey.
Fuck you. I mean that. Like with all the vitriol that I have in my heart.
Vitriol.
I extend that to you. Now this baby, we good.
And you better watch how you talk to me when you're talking about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We good.
I ain't mad at
whatever
that.
she need, whatever she want, whatever I can provide. If Pops don't want to step up, I'm there. Johnny on the spot. What she need? Hit my line. Whatever she need, I got her.
But that is it.
But that is it. The rest of you motherfuckers, fuck out my face, man. Because again, you didn't have to do somebody like that for the amount of time that you did that to them. Yeah. And to wake up every day. Like some things, I'm not a fan of cruelty.
I give you in the beginning, because that is a tough thing to deliver. But after so a while, it's a violation.
Come on,
it become a violation.
Come on. After that, it's a choice.
Yeah.
You're choosing to deceive me.
Yeah.
Because at some point, you knew there was a possibility that this wasn't my child.
Yeah.
Because you were fucking. Obviously. So you were in the room when the child was conceived. So that's always weird to me when I see the Mauries and those shows when you are not the father and she starts crying. What the fuck are you crying about? You were in the room. You knew somebody hit you wrong. And you knew damn well it wasn't just him. So why are we shocked that you're fucking wrong? And wasn't him?
Yeah.
And then they always run out the room and cry or swear up and down. I know he the father of my child because he the only one I've been with. And then they ask that magical question, is there a possibility that there's anyone else? And no, Maury, it is him. And you are not the father. And then that motherfucker get the break dance and this shit.
Doing all that
bullshit.
Yeah.
But
I know, boy.
Because again, you know how a baby is created. Like it wasn't a guess.
Correct.
We didn't guess on this. You knew exactly what you were doing when you were creating that baby. So be woman enough to stand on your own too and look said man in the eye and say, hey, I think you are the father, but there's a possibility that you might not be. If you would like a blood test as soon as this baby is born, I will not be mad at you.
And I respect that.
The fuck out of that.
I would respect that.
The fuck out of that.
No judgment. No judgment.
Fuck out of that.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
And yes, I'm definitely going to get one.
Yeah.
I respect that, dog. It's commendable.
Yeah, but don't 18 years, 16 years, 15 years, hell, 20 and 30 some years in some cases. And then that baby got to find out that her father, that her daddy, a person who she been modeling herself after and learned from and got all of this wisdom and knowledge from is not connected to her biologically. That's traumatizing.
Damn, boy.
That's traumatizing. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Man.
To him or her. Don't do that. Like men, look, we go through shit, and I know we not good at showing our emotions, but when we go through devastating things like that, we're never the same.
Bro.
We're never the same.
Bro.
You will never get the same man after he's been hurt. Like, at a certain level, when you hurt a man, when you dig into a man's chest, you won't get that man again. You just won't. You changed him.
And the crazy thing
You changed him.
It's going to be about 20 other women after you that's going to have to pay the price.
Yep. You changed him. Because, again, that vulnerability that he gave to you, it's gone now.
Yeah.
I ain't giving it to nobody else. I ain't trusting nobody else. I can't. The consequences are too great. But,
if I found out Lizzo wasn't mine, man, I'd burn the city now. I ain't bullshitting, cuzzo. Is you crazy? Yo, hey man, stop playing with people. Stop playing with people's feelings, man. Stop playing with people's feelings, man.
Yeah, that's some stuff that'll get you hurt over.